Hey guys, what's up? So in this video, we're just gonna take a moment. This is gonna be a pause kind of video with the Python series here, and I just want to address a question that got sent in to me. And this is the code, and I just actually copied and pasted right into the editor here. And he's basically saying, why doesn't it work? It gives me a value error. So I just actually thought it might be a good idea to try to take a look and look at this in real time with you guys. So number one, he has this try and accept, and we haven't really covered the try and accepts or anything like that. But the indentation is wrong. It has to be, your try has to align with your accept. So it's the same thing with the if and the else. The if this was an if, then your else would have to align with it. Python's very finicky about the fact that um, you have to make sure this stuff is all indented properly. Then he has an else statement here. So I don't know that. Really, it's going to be your try, accept, and your else isn't really going to apply here. So let me see. What were you trying to do here? So you were saying print it's a number. So I don't. All right. So number one, let's just get rid of the else for right now. In fact, I'll actually comment it out. And here's a shortcut. If you wanted to comment out, you can press Control / and it comments using whatever language you have. So let's see if we can actually run this real quick to try to make sense of this. And just so you guys know, even as a programmer, like I've been working all day, I come home and I'm like, I don't really know what's going on here. Indentation, expected indentation block at the print here. So yeah, it's gonna complain about all this stuff. This has to be properly printed. I'm assuming this stuff probably got unindented when you copy and pasted it. So just pick a number. So that seems to be working. 3, and then not really sure. So the editor is probably not going to run this very well, actually. And you can make an adjustment, apparently, to Visual Studio Code in order to fix that. So in order to fix that, actually, you're going to go to your code up here where it says Python, and you want to change that to Integrated Terminal Console. And I wanted to zoom out a little bit just so you guys could see that a little better. So you change that to Integrated Terminal Console, and now by doing that, when we press play, it's actually going to run it like a console type mode. So you can see, like when I pick a number, I'll say 3, and it'll say pick a number again. 3 is an odd number. 2 is an even number. So it sounds like you got it working just fine, man. If you take out your else here, which obviously doesn't need to be there, and then if you tried to give it like a non-number, let's stop this real quick. So just pick a number, 3, pick a number 2. 2 is an even number. 1 is an odd number. And then I try to give it something else. It's not a number. There you go. All right, so number one, we learned a couple things in this video, and this probably wasn't the most helpful for anybody who's been following along in the series, but we did look at this, and we debugged a real-life program that somebody tried to create. We didn't get into too much of the where and the why. Obviously, this thing is looking at even and odd numbers, and that it uses a try and accept, which we really haven't gone into yet, but it's accepting a specific type of exception, which is the value error. And we've seen the value error when you're trying to use an integer or a number as a string, or a string as a number. You get those value errors because it all relates to a type. And like I said, type is a major part of any programming language, and you can't just mix and match types. They behave in a certain way. So this is saying, hey, we expect you to try something, and then we're just accepting it no matter what the consequences. So it's as long as it's a value type error. So there's all kinds of different errors in the Python language, which we'll get into more at a later time. But this one is just specifically saying, hey, if you get a value error, just continue to run. Because otherwise, Python would completely freeze up and your program can't continue to run. So you can see down here, though, it was able to say, oh, that's not a number, and then tell you to do it over again. The while true is an infinite loop, so that'll just run forever. That's what they're doing here. Yep, so hopefully this answers the guy's question. And in addition, I think it's a pretty good topic just on, number one, how to use the console from within Visual Studio Code, and also the second example would just be the try and accept within Python. All right, guys, let me know if you have questions. Once again, this is a little bit of an unorthodox video for this tutorial series so far, but I still feel like it's going to be helpful. So just let me know what you guys think. If it's too much of a distraction, I'll probably get rid of the video. But otherwise, this will be the 21st video in the tutorial series. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Hey guys, so a lot of you asked me, how do I get my foot in the door to become a programmer? And I just want to take a moment to mention Dev Mountain Coding Bootcamp is a 12-week intensive course that focuses on the technologies of the here and now for web development. Some of the things that they're actually teaching in this 12-week course, it's geared to get you into the industry by focusing on things like jQuery, Node.js, React, Angular, how to use GitHub. So a lot of the things that you're going to need to do as a developer, as soon as you start, they're going to be teaching you in this coding bootcamp, and the entire goal is to be able to get you into the industry within 12 weeks. So if you guys are interested in learning more information about Dev Mountain Coding Bootcamp, just check out the link in the description tab of this video. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.